What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to look at the Jian 7 pulse rifle. Now, this is a weapon that you could get from New Monarchy as part of the Warmind expansion. And upon first inspection of this, it does look awfully similar, the same type of archetype that the Hawksaw pulse rifle from Destiny 1 occupied. Now, I have tried this out pretty extensively here this past week, playing a lot of Crucible to get my Valor rank up. So I do like this weapon quite a bit. It's not on the same level that Hawksaw was. Hawksaw was one of the best weapons to use in Crucible for Destiny 1 when it came out, pretty much all until the end of Destiny 1. So it's not quite on that level, the god tier type weapon, but it is a very, very good weapon to use if you're looking for a nice all-around pulse rifle. So first and foremost, let's take a look at the perks. In the scope category, you can have a long-range scope. I was using the middle scope the most, the SLO-10 post sight. I like this one the most because it's not very obtrusive to your vision, and for me, a lot of my encounters are in the close to medium range for a pulse rifle. So I don't really use these for long-range encounters. You know, obviously for that you want to have either graviton lance, which I try not to use, or a scout rifle. So for me personally, I like this one the most. In the second column, you can either pick ricochet rounds or appended mag. Now, if you go with appended mag, yeah, you're going to bump up that clip from 33 up to 39, so you do get 2 extra shots basically with this weapon. I personally, though, I think because you're using a pulse rifle, it's pretty high rate of fire. You're going to be reloading a lot anyway, so I like to keep the ricochet rounds here. I've had most success with that. And that little bit extra range there does help somewhat. But if you want to have a few extra shots, you can go with the appended mag. This is where I wish that this perk was a little bit different for this weapon. Zen Moment, causing damage with this weapon increases the stability. While that's great, I wish that this had something like the Marine does, where it has the Headseeker rounds. If the Jian 7 had Headseeker, for instance, then this would be a completely amazing weapon to use. But as it stands, though, I wish there was something a little bit more offered here than Zen Moment. But how does it perform? Well, number one here, because it occupies the energy weapon slot, right away you're giving up something like graviton lance. Now, like I said, me personally, I try to avoid using this weapon. It kind of irritates me, to be honest, but I try to avoid using this, so it doesn't really impact me a whole lot. So by going with a legendary weapon here instead, I can use something like Wardcliff Coil. Obviously I could use the Colony in Crucible, or if you got the Catalyst here recently for Acreus, then you could use something like that. So it does free up your exotic slot if you want to use Jian 7. Likewise too, I'm using the Marine pretty often, but you could use something like Crimson here instead if you opted to go with Jian 7. So that to me would be a pretty formidable combo using Jian 7. You can have a nice loadout there and not give up a whole lot. But overall performance, I think it does perform really well. You can see here it looks just like Hawksaw does. This is the standard camo that it comes with, the New Monarchy camo. Here's the sight I'm using. Like I said, this one doesn't obstruct my screen a whole lot, so I kind of like that one. And for overall rate of fire, it's not the highest rate of fire pulse rifle, but it is that medium tier rate of fire, so you should be able to win a number of gunfights here with this weapon. Real quick, I will take a look at the other scopes. I'll show you guys the other scopes so you can figure out if you like those better. Here's the standard, or the first one you can get. This is more of a longer range scope. Again, for me, I just don't like that because here's the ocular scope, and this one even more so, more zoom than the first and second one, but you're really blocking a lot of your screen. So those are the 3 scopes. Is this the Hawksaw version, or is this Hawksaw for Destiny 2? Not quite, and I think only because of that Zen Moment perk. If this thing had something like Headseeker or a better perk here for that final column, then I think this could be Destiny 2's Hawksaw. But as it is, it's a very serviceable weapon, a very good weapon to use. Not the best, though. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you think if you've tried this out in the Crucible during this past week. Let me know what you think. Most importantly, though, thanks for watching, and we'll catch up soon.